Meeting started. Teaching Madam, start பண்ணலாம். Madam, hello.
Yes, sir.
Start பண்ணலாம், madam.
Yes, sir. Ramya, please go ahead, ma.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here.
Audio, Ramya. Your voice.
Very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of our computer science department, I welcome you all for the 5 days pre-placement workshop. I welcome our respected principal sir and today's resource person, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, Madam Dr. Kalanidhi, Vice Principal Shift 1, Madam Dr. N.C. Rajashree, Vice Principal Shift 2, Controller of Examination, Dr. P.V. Kumaraguru sir, Madam Mrs. Nirmala, Dean IT, and deans and other aides, faculty members, and my dear students, I welcome you once again for this 5 days workshop. I invite our Madam Dr. Kalanidhi, Vice Principal Shift 1, to welcome and introduce our eminent resource person, our Principal Sir, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan. Madam, please.
Good morning to most respected resource person of today's program, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, the Vice Principal, Shift 2, Dr. Rajashree ma'am, Controller of Examinations, Dr. P.V. Kumaraguru sir, the organizers of this 5-day pre-placement workshop, the Department of Computer Science of the School of Information Technology, Dr. Rajani Surendranath and her team of faculty members, the participants of this 5-day pre-placement workshop online. Hearty welcome to you all on behalf of Guru Nanak College. I deem it a privilege to introduce the first resource person, a dedicated and experienced teacher, researcher, and administrator, the most esteemed principal of Guru Nanak College, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan. Our resource person of the day actually needs no introduction, as he is known worldwide as an eminent scientist, dedicated teacher, and a determined and able administrator. His profile runs to 40 and more pages, and I'm afraid if I could do justice within this short time, I'm cautious too, as he is going to deliberate on time management. Dr. M.G. Raghunathan did his BSc and MSc Zoology from Uris College, Vellore, MPhil at Pachayappa's College, Chennai, and he has cleared SLET in 1990 and has done his PhD at Sir Tyagaraja College, Chennai. And in 1995, he did his PhD. And in 2013, from Tamil Nadu Open University, he has done his PGDE-SD. Sir, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan started his career as Assistant Professor of Zoology at the PG Extension Center of University of Madras, Vellore, from 1996 to 2000. He then joined Guru Nanak College in 2000. From Assistant Professor, he has risen to the level of principal. As of now, he has put in 30 years of experience, including his research, along with 9 years of UG, PG, and MPhil level teaching. He holds membership in more than 15 professional bodies. He has won many prestigious awards and fellowships, starting from Fellow in the Zoological Society of India, ZSI, Bodh Gaya, Bihar, in 2007, to Dr. Datta Munshi Gold Medal for his contribution in crustacean biology, awarded by the ZSI, the Zoological Society of India, Bodh Gaya, again in 2017. He is the editorial board of 4 journals. He has guided 33 PhD scholars, which is amazing to his age. He has guided 6 MPhil scholars and many MSc research projects. At the national and international level, he has published 114 papers, which is also incredible. He has presented and attended 123 seminars or workshops or conferences at national and international levels. Dr. M.G. Raghunathan has conducted more than 28 conferences at the national and international level. He has written 16 books and edited 2 books. He is well versed in Tamil and English, and he speaks Hindi very fluently. In terms of zoology, my dear ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to associate him like this. Our resource person Dr. M.G. Raghunathan is as punctual as the rooster, giving a clarion call every day, as busy as the bee, as hardworking and industrious as the ant, as swift as the bird swift, as determined as the bull in Jallikattu, as able as the lion, the king of the forest. Here he is the king of Guru Nanak College, the garden, as protective as the crustaceans or the molluscans, as dedicated as the head male of the herd of elephants, and as friendly as the dolphin. Sir, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, sir, we are deeply honored to have you as our first resource person for this 5-day pre-placement workshop. You are the role model to all student community, not only in Guru Nanak College, to all the students across the globe. I thank the organizers for this golden opportunity bestowed on me to introduce such an eminent person to this august gathering. Best wishes to all. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm words of welcome. Now I invite our COE, Sir Dr. P.V. Kumaraguru, to give some special address.
So it's my pleasure, and first and foremost thing, I'd like to congratulate the Department of Computer Science, its Consultant School of IT, Mrs. Nirmala also, and we start with the turbo engine. Our principal, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, he's a veteran in all fields. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. My wishes to the department. Thanks to our principal for being the resource person for today's event. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. And now, a man of words who gives the positive vibes and motivates all to the right path. He is a motivator, mentor, and ever-energetic person whom we have to inspire. A great leader inspires all. It's my proud privilege to kindly request our beloved principal, sir, and today's resource person, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, to share his knowledge in time management. Sir, please.
Good morning, all of you.
Morning.
Morning. Most respected General Secretary and Correspondent, Siddharth Manjit Singh Nayyar, beloved Vice Principal, Student Affairs, Dr. Kalanidhi, Controller of Examinations, Dr. Kumaraguru, beloved Head of the Department, Dr. Rajini Surendranath, host of this program, Mrs. Ramya, and all my dear colleagues and other participants who are participating here. While introducing me, whenever the words being come out, our own biodata, if it is said by others, it looks beautiful. I am not that much what Madam has told that regarding the classification of animals. In each animal, the prime animal, the topmost animal, she has given an example of me. It is not that. And while introducing me again, Mrs. Ramya said that I am the role model. Yes, I am the role model, R-O-L-L. R-O-L-L, not R-O-L-E, role model. I am a very ordinary role model. I am not that much what you speak. I am not a right person to be invited to give a lecture on time management. It is under the pressure because of Mrs. Rajini Surendranath, Dr. Rajini Surendranath's pressure, I accepted this. Till date, I have not prepared anything. Because time management, the word management comes from the, I think, management, because there are many stalwarts. There are many stalwarts who teach or who practice on time management. For example, of these recent days in pandemic, Dr. Shakila gave one lecture on time management. Mrs. Rama gave one lecture on time management. Mrs. Maya Lakshmi, the expert in time management. Mrs. Anita Malishetty, a joint controller of examinations, is one expert in time management. And all the management staff members, they have one PowerPoint PPT having the how the time can be managed. And I feel I am the odd man out here. Usually I used to say in Tamil, Irumbu Kadaila Irumbu. Usually there is no work for this ants in an iron shop. It should be, the ant should be in the sweet shop. So I am the person who is not unfitting somehow under the pressure of, this is love and affection of Mrs. Rajini Surendranath that she has pulled me into this program. And so I have been pulled into this program. I'm sorry, but I am not a right person. But anyway, I'll do justice to the job aside. Okay. And so time management is a topic given to me. I was asked to give a lecture for 1 hour. Now see how I am going to manage the time. Now we have started at 10:30. We will manage by 11 o'clock. Definitely, my dear students who are all watching in YouTube, I could see 76 participants here, and many of the students are in the YouTube link. Some of them I have sent into the YouTube link. So I'll do my justice to the job. And then I was so free and very, very easy taking that. I didn't see, whenever I came to the screen, I could see Dr. LRS Kalanidhi, Vice Principal Madam, what she said. I am small before her. I am small before her. The way she introduced me now made me nervous again. Made me now, though I am sitting in the AC room, but you can see the sweating on my forehead. That's how, because as soon as I saw Dr. LRS Kalanidhi, she is a speaker, she's an English professor, and she speaks Tamil, and she is a playwright, and she is a director, acting plays. Before her, I am small, but I would like to do something justice to the time management, which you have assigned to me. As soon as Dr. Rajini Surendranath contacted me, I contacted all the management staff members like BP2. Madam, do you have any PPT? And then I asked Dr. Shakila, Dr. Rama, Dr. Mrs. Mayalakshmi, Dr. Anita, give me some inputs. And I went on through internet to see the time management. As usual, motivational and inspirational story on the time management from WhatsApp. These are all the things which I gathered from our own colleagues like Dr. Shakila, Dr. Rama, all people. You all know the time management nowadays need not necessary for an expert to come and deliver a lecture. Deliver a lecture on the time management, because it's in the WhatsApp. Whatever you want to say, any story, any example, everything is in the WhatsApp. A regular routine, anything you go for a Chrome and you click that time management, it will come stories together, and then they'll give some points. Write it in a paper and arrange the program daily. Morning you wake up, this, that, everything, it will be routine, monotonous. But what all I feel that today, my dear friends, listen to me. 15 minutes pakka, what is I have collected, what the other people have given me to talk, that is I would like to share, and then I will tell what is time management, and you will understand what is the role of the time management. And so this is what I got, some of the notes from our own colleagues. What they say, a teacher is taking in a class, once he pulled out a wide mouth gallon jar, a jar he took, and he asked the students to put something, he set it in the table and asked to put some big sized rock in that. This is the story everybody would have known. They'll put some stones. And then he asked, is this jar full? The teacher asks. And the student said, yes. Everyone looked at the rocks and said, yes. But then the teacher asked to bring a bucket of gravel. Gravel means soil, sand. And then he put it into that and he shook the bucket. And then it also got accommodated. And then again, he is asking the students, is the jar is full? The students are again telling, yes, sir, the jar is full. And now he is asking to bring the jar. Again, he said, no. And then he asked the students to bring some bucket of water, and he poured. Some people, even last week I heard the story somewhere. They said it's coffee. Sugi Sivam was telling the same story in a video, and he was telling after putting gravel, after putting rocks and the thing, he put some coffee. Unwantedly, why should we put the coffee in a rock or a mud? So he wants to change the story little bit, as if thinking that he is giving his own story. So he put coffee, but the natural story is that the teacher asked the students to put some water into the bucket, and then the water also accommodated in that. And so the moral of the story, how the teacher brings that, is that teacher now continued, put the buckets in the rock first, and then now I want to recognize that the jar is life. The teacher says, the story says that now the jar is life. Jar that recognize the first size to rock are the important things, and then like your physical, mental health of your family, partner, children, anything so important. And so the first priority is that you should put some of the hard rocks in the jar that is related to your mental health and your family. Again, now the second important thing is that the gravels and other things in life are the matter, but lesser than the above. The gravel represents your career, job, house, friends, social connections, or car, whatever the things you buy. This is the second important thing. And the sand is everything else. Like that, you are putting the sand is everything else. Put the big rocks first. And so pay attention to the things that are important in your life and spend time on the important. It was great food for thought for all the participants. It changes our approach towards the managing time in life. This is what happened in a class. This has been narrated in all the WhatsApp recently. It gave a viral rounding throughout the world. This is a story. And so time management, whatever you say, they will say, hold this, you put the rock, you put the sand, which I don't want to say the same routine, monotonous as a teacher. As Madam said, the experienced teacher, I would like to share some of the important points, what they have, what it is in the papers, it is in the internet, it is in the what other senior people life is based on time. This is what I would like to share some of the points where my own colleagues gave me to talk about that. But listen to the climax, very carefully listen to the climax where I am coming. They say everything in life is based on time. Time management is in nature, flora and fauna are bound by time. The flora and fauna means plants and animals are bound by time. Physics laws are bound by time. Boiling point and melting point are also bound by time. There is a specific time, and after that boiling only it will boil. Boiling point, melting point are time bound. 24 hours, same for all. How we utilize out and speaks our success. How we utilize the time, it speaks our success. Success is destined for everyone. If we act on time, every time we win. A recent LinkedIn survey revealed that the time management is one of the top 5 most in demand soft skills in 2019. Now only I understood that it comes under soft skill. And so this is one of the top 5 most priority of that time skills or soft skill management. Time management refers to the way that you organize and plan and how long you spend on specific activities. Hope you will understand. These are all the like proverbs points. And time management makes you to work smarter, not harder. Actually, if you manage time, you need not have to work harder, but you can work very smarter so that you can get more done in less time. Even when time is tight and pressures are high, time management is a transferable skill. It means it can be applied across all industries and all positions, no matter what your job is. Being good at time management will greatly improve your higher ability. On your resume, need to provide real life examples of your time management. They say, that is what I'm telling you. Wait for the climax. I'll tell you what. This is the line which is given in the internet. This is the line which have been given by experts. This is the line which has been given by so many stalwarts, VIPs. On your resume, need to provide real examples of your time management skills. Example, designed a new system of internal communication between assistants to save 4 work hours a week on average, etc. Distractions. The world is full of it. Now the distraction is full of it. You take, for example, those days they don't have anything else other than Akashvani, and then slowly Doordarshan came. Now the entire distraction, world of distractions in your hand in the name of mobile phones. You have social media alerts, WhatsApp, new updates, text messages. How can you stay productive with all these vying for your attention? The most productive people practice a few key time management strategies every day. And so they point out, they list out tips for few time management for college students, particularly for college students. Count all your time as time to be used and make every attempt to get satisfaction out of every moment. Find something to enjoy in whatever you do. This is for all of my children who are all now 69 are there. I think some of the students are in YouTube. Okay, and so try to be an optimist and seek out the good in your life. Find ways to build on your successes. Stop regretting your failures and start learning from your mistakes. Remind yourself there is always enough time for the important things. If it is important, you should be able to make time to do it. Continually look at ways of freezing off your time. Examine your old habits and search for ways to change or eliminate them. Try to use waiting time, review notes, or do practice problems. Keep paper or a calendar with you to jot down and things you have to do or notes for yourself, or download notes app and update it often. Examine and revise your lifetime goals on a monthly basis and be sure to include progress towards these goals on a daily basis. Put up reminders in your home or office about your goals. Always keep those long-term goals in mind. Plan your day each morning or the night before the set priorities for yourself. Maintain and develop a list of specific things to be done each day. Set your priorities and get the most important ones done as soon in the day as you can. Evaluate your progress at the end of the day briefly. Look ahead in your month and try and anticipate what's going to happen so you can better schedule your time. Try rewarding yourself. And when you get things done as you had planned, especially the important ones, do first things. Do first things first. Have confidence in yourself, in your judgment of priorities, and stick to them no matter what. When you catch yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, what am I avoiding? And so start with the most difficult part of the projects. Then either the worst is done or you may find you don't want to have to do all the other small tasks. Catch yourself when you are involved in unproductive projects and stop as soon as you can. Find time to concentrate on priority items or activities. Concentrate on one thing at a time. Put your efforts in areas that provide long-term benefits. Push yourself and be persistent, especially when you know you are doing well. Think on paper when possible. It makes it easy to review and revise. Be sure and set deadlines for yourself whenever possible. Delegate responsibilities wherever possible. Ask for advice when needed. And so achievers manage their time exceptionally well. Consistency and meticulous planning is the key to success. These are all Ettu Churakai. I want to say these are all Ettu Churakai. It is available in internet. It is available in internet. It is available in Chrome. It is said by Mrs. Maya Lakshmi, Mrs. Anita Malishetty, Mrs. Dr. Shakila, Dr. Rama. All people, they say this is the monotonous. After 52 years, this is the first time I am listening to a word, what is time management, and started reading it. But I will tell how I manage my time without reading it. I am an illiterate regarding the time. Now listen to me. This we are going to see here. Even from the childhood, when I was studying 4th standard, I used to write in a small paper and put it in my pocket. Today morning brush, today morning bath, today morning copy the homework from it because I never did my homework. Today morning go to school early and copy the homework from my classmate. This is what the priority I used to write. I never follow time management. As I said, I am the Irumbu Kadai Yerumbu, where the ant should not be present in a iron shop. It should present only in the sweet shop. So I am an unfitting person that you have called me, but anyway, I'll do justice as I said. So even from my childhood, I used to write without reading this time management notes and all. I used to write in my pocket. Now you can come and see all my appointments are written in a paper. You can find out all the backdated appointments are also there. Those days, 10 o'clock is the school and they leave us at 5 o'clock. Morning 7:15. Akashavani, Seidigal Vasipadu, Saroj Narayana Swami. That is the alarm for me. 7:15 I'll get up. My father used to beat us. The Tamil Nadu state news will come at 6:50. 7:15 the Delhi news comes. And we have to rush up, take bath, run to school. Nowadays people, they come in bike, they come in cycle, they come in all these things. My very big ambition is to go to school in bus. That is my greatest ambition in my life. People, my friends used to come in a town bus, local bus, 1 rupee, 1 ticket is. But my father will not give me. I have to walk 5 kilometers. However, he has money. My father used to say he is ready to give. We are afford. That much my family was. But my father will not give. I have to run with the bag behind me, a big military bag with water bottle and the lunch, breakfast, everything. I have to run back to the school time, studied my schooling. And then when I came to college again, the college is 10 to 5 o'clock. 10 to 5 o'clock, we used to go in time. And then we did our studies. Evening, we played football, we played basketball, we played all the games. We never saw during my time, we never had any television, we never had any radio. And then we did our homework in time. And then MSc, full assignment. I am the happiest person. I tell my dear students who are listening to this lecture. And I was a college chairman in BSc and college secretary member council for the students council in MSc, the same college I studied. I was a student chairman and my father got a bike for his own, but without his knowledge, I used to take the bike and I go to college. Before he comes, I put a fan and make the bike very cool, chillness. As soon as he comes home, he will touch the bike carburetor and he finds that whether it is hot or not, whether I have taken it or not. I used to remove the speedometer wire because he will note down the kilometer, how much it ran. So that is how once he comes, before he comes, I make the bike cool and then take bath, go to my room or go to my hall, wherever we live. And I started reading 4 or 5 books. For a particular subject, I'll bring 5 or 6 books and I write notes. 5 times I read and 6th time I write. I never read anything else other than that. I prepare assignment. Even you can see my BSA assignment. It is present in the zoology department now in our college. Anybody can go and see my cytology 3rd year notes. It is in the notebook. It is in the assignments. I used to prepare. Whenever I go to class, I submit my assignment before the teacher asks. For that, I get the severe beatings from my classmates. And they shout at me, we are all teachers. Whenever a student gives an assignment, what we'll say, very good boy, and we'll start asking the other students. When this fellow is giving the notes, why don't you prepare the notes? We start asking, no. So I used to remind my teacher, and then teacher will ultimately scold my fellow students. That is how my friends come and beat me. But anyway, all these things I have already read 5 times preparation of assignments, and 1 time I wrote. During the exams, what I do, I will take a calendar, March calendar, 1st March to 31st March. I never went to any college or any school. From the all 5 papers, last exam I used to mark it on 30. First exam I used to mark it on 31st, 30, 29, 28, like that. Last 5 days is for the first paper, and then next 4th exam is for the next day, like that. The first paper I study on the last day. I will lock my door. I will never meet my friends. I will never allow anybody to talk with me. Morning, throughout night I will study. At 3 o'clock morning I will sleep. Again morning I have to drop my mother in the school and I have to give my bike to my father. I will lock the entire house. It seems that nobody is there in the house. I will sleep. Throughout day I will sleep. 2 o'clock I will wake up and I will take my lunch. Again I will sleep. 4 o'clock my mother comes. My mom comes from her school. She'll give a cup of tea or something. I'll take and then I'll start reading. So already I have studied 5 times and 6th time is assignment. And then there was no question of time management at all. Because in your lifetime as a student, you have only your only assignment, your only job is to read only. Other than that, now you people are spoiling again, looking at the WhatsApp, again going to movies, again. You people never play. You people never walk. You people never cycle. Nowadays, any person, any boy who comes to a college, immediately he finds a part-time job, petrol bunk job or somewhere else. See, you will not believe that if I say I am not feeling ashamed to say that. Well, I asked a girl 7 years before, what are you? I asked her something else. The people who do that folding clothes and that house, what is something, she said. The word, Adina innama, Adina and the student, illa sir, housekeeping. She said, housekeeping job, sir. How much they pay? Sir, I go at 8 o'clock night, morning 7 o'clock, I come, sir. Throughout night I have to do. What do you do? Raymond shop, I have to fold all the clothes and keep it. You are wasting your time. This is not your job. Your job is to study well and then you are fit. If you see 5 rupees in your hand, you will not study, you cannot read. Padippu varad. 5 rupees patta, padippu varad. In our days, those days, there is no part-time job. We used to hear that America la 1 hour petrol pucha $10. We heard that. Now it has come to India. Now it has come to Chennai. People are first asking. Their priority is now going for a job. Any student who is not coming to college regularly, if we call our parents, the parents immediately say, "Sir, but you are not doing justice to your job." See here, there is plenty of time right from morning. See, those days we studied from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock college, but we're here 8:30 to 1:30. That's all. That to 8:30 to 9:30, you people never come to college. First hour is the worst attendance for the students. I tell, not only in Guru Nanak College, everywhere. First hour, very poorest attendance. Last hour, poorest attendance. You run off. You are wasting your time. Plenty of his time is there. Straight away, you are going to some mall and spending the time or working part-time job. You keep the priority of your studies, education as a second line. And so, for you, if you say time management, you are not at all managing your time. There is no question of managing your time. And then after that, after MSc, I finished. I came to Chennai, MPhil. I am the new person to Chennai. Initially, beginningly, in the hostel, I cannot leave my parents. I cannot separately stay in the room. So I was imbalanced. And so I started coming from Vellore, Katpadi to Chennai by train every day, 140 kilometers, up and down, 140. And so 4:30 I used to catch my train. 7 o'clock I used to come to Pachavas College. After the 3 months, it is not possible for me, and then started staying in the hostel. That was the time where I prepared throughout my life. Whatever the exams, whatever the interview I applied for, I got through it. First example, in 1990, I did my MPhil. The first person to pass the SLET those days. SLET is the beginning minimum eligibility for any professor or any graduate to get the eligibility for teaching work job. I passed in that 1990. I passed the group TNPSC group exams. All the exams which I wrote, I got postings in commercial tax, clerical job. Since it was a clerical job, that time I finished my MPhil, and when the result came, I was in PhD. And then I got a seat in the University of New Orleans, somewhere. Dr. Milton Fingerman was the guy, and he called me for a university postdoctoral fellow. I didn't go because I want to do job only here. Meanwhile, I got PhD in Tyagaraja College. And then early morning, 6:30, I used to wait for the bus stop 71C from water tank, Kilpag water tank to Paris. From there, I have to catch bus number 44. In my bag, I had everything. Breakfast, lunch with sambar, everything packed. And then I used to work from there morning from 7:30 to 1:30. I worked as a part-time lecturer for 90 rupees. You will not believe, for 90 rupees I worked there. Afternoon 2 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock, I worked as a PhD research scholar. Sometimes I used to stay there itself in the department room itself. I used to put one fishing net on the ground. I used to sleep there itself. This is what I never read anything in the paper like time management, write your priorities, this, that. I don't know. It has come on my own. It is the intuition that posting in Tyagaraja College, and then job in 1996, University of Madras. I was given the appointment of 1996 as that. So far, I was the temporary lecturer. Right from 1990, I was the temporary lecturer. In 1996, I got a permanent job in University of Madras, Vellore Center. I shifted my hostel into Vellore, where Vellore is my native place. Never in my lifetime, now also I challenge openly, go to office, shift to an office. Mr. Selvam is the superintendent. Take my record. Throughout my 21 years of Guru Nanak College, I have never signed late. It's an open challenge to everyone. It is an open challenge to everyone. It is an open challenge. I have never signed late. Late register is there, 21 years. If I come late, if there is anything that I'll put CL, that too I usually put CL, not for my personal uses, because our working time is only 8:30 to 1:30. Afternoon, what we are going to do? Even that, I in Guru Nanak College came to in 2000. Till date, I used to come at 7:30. I used to go at 7:30. Whatever the work in between, if I have, when I was an assistant professor or when I was an associate professor, I go and finish the work and come back to college and have tea, wash my face, and then go. After becoming principal, that also is never. It has been a dream going to university. It has been a dream to going outside, because throughout the time, I can challenge any of the you teachers are there, you students are there. Any paper comes inside the principal's room, within 30 seconds, it comes out. Any bona fide certificate applied in, it comes out as a bona fide certificate within 15 minutes. Any transfer certificate comes inside the principal room, it comes out within 30 minutes. This is the time management which I have followed. Yettu Churakai, Kari Kudavadi. I have never studied Chrome, but I have practiced throughout my life. Even now, today, sir, then you are talking too much. Then why have you started this program at 10:30? It is not my fault. You teachers have fixed the class to both biotechnology and BSc Computer Science together. And then, sir, you come here. See, it is not the principal should come for all the programs. I'm sorry, you people want, but in a way I enjoy. Now Dr. Rajini Surendranath's smile makes me the best reward in my life, because the trust which she keeps on me, that is how, see, I never read anything else, just a extempo speech only I'm giving you. That is how, because the trust which she has given on me. After becoming principal, even when I was an assistant professor or associate professor, I was called for a YOC or a chief guest somewhere, anywhere in Patna University, Magad University, Gaya, everything. What I used to do is, on the daytime, I finished my YOC examination. Throughout night, I see that the flights are in the night, midnight flights. So I'll put only one day leave and 2 nights I'll fly. Many a times, you can see, many a times I straight come to college at 6 o'clock here, somewhere in open bathroom. Those days, I'm only an assistant professor, so I don't have this much of facility like attached bathroom in the principal's room, nothing else. I used to keep my suitcase in the corridor, in the footsteps. Below the footsteps in the first floor, there is a toilet. In that itself, I'll do all my morning duties and refresh, and I used to go to classes. That's how all my 12 days of CL and 15 days of on duties have been converted into my biodata. Just now, what Dr. Kalanidhi read, all these are my 12-day CL and 15 days of on duties, and many a times earned leaves have been put. That is how now it has made me. I am see here how I manage time. My time is that 8 o'clock to 1:30 as a professor. I used to work same time 1:30 to 6:30 evening college also timing, and so 20 years is equivalent to 40 years in my life. So my service in Guru Nanak College is 40 years. My service in Guru Nanak College is 40 years. I am the junior most in the college where I have given the principal post. I contested interview. My seniors are there, but I am not boasting it anything else. I am with humbly, I used to say, it is the offer given by the God, but I never expected that I'll sit in this chair. I am the least person to sit in this chair, but it is the blessings of the God because of the time management. I don't know. I never thought that I am managing time. Without seeing time, I saw, but even now also, I find time because the priority which I gives. Even for an example, when I order a food, I used to think that what about the plate? Where to put that plate? Like that, my mind will think multivariate functions. My mind will be thinking that. And so the shortest run, 18 years, I ran for 36 years of experience throughout night. And then and also this Indian Science Congress. Indian Science Congress meetings, everything. Now as a principal, I work for 8 to 8 hours. That is how when I go home, I simply sleep. How I spend my time? I go late. I come before early in the college, I go late, and my office time is only 10 to 5. Nobody can question a principal, why are you coming late? There's no timings for me, but it's my conscience. It's my conscience, I should come on time. Unless or otherwise I come before, I cannot command or order my colleagues. Nowadays, I never say any of my colleagues. Guru Nanak College is the #1 college in the world or in the country, India, where the attendance register after a long time, after I took over as a principal, attendance register is not being taken out in time. Usually by 8:30 when the bell rings, the attendance will come inside the principal's room. You can go and see now also the attendance is rare, but all my staff members, all my colleagues have signed because the principal is signing in time. So all my colleagues are signing in time. So I can proudly say that Guru Nanak College never fixes time for my teachers. They can work. Whomever you take the biodata of all the teachers of my colleagues in Guru Nanak College, whoever worked without seeing time are placed well by our respected General Secretary and correspondent. You can see, you can take controller of examinations, you can see VP2, you can say VP Student Affairs, any person for that matter, those who are all now in a helm of affairs in Guru Nanak College, these are the people identified by the management where they have never seen the time. This is my experience in Guru Nanak College, but still I sit from 8 o'clock to 7:30. Once I come to quarters, it will be 24 hours. The quarters is getting ready. Anytime I am going to set to an office there in my schedule. Now I tell you my time management. 5 o'clock I get up, 5 to 5:30 prayers, and then 5 to 6 watering all the plants in my garden, and 6 to 6:30 WhatsApp reply. Every day I used to give the WhatsApp reply, and 6:30 to 7:30 getting ready, 7:30 to 8:15 driving time, 18 kilometers away, and 8:15 to 8:30 my breakfast in college, and no pending letters on my table. And then throughout the day I work. Any people can come. My doors are never closed. Principal's office door are never closed. Node is not necessary for a principal office. Anybody can come. They finish, and then finally I take my lunch. In my life of 53 years of age, morning 8:30 breakfast means 8:30. At any point of time, 1 o'clock means lunch 1 o'clock, or else I'll skip lunch. I will not eat. My hands will start shivering that when the time comes, I have to do that. Many a times people used to say that he is a very tensed person. No, my time conscious is that wherever I was called, if they say 8:30, I'll be there at 8:20. That is the now what I feel is that my personal opinion is that is a negative point. You see, I put a meeting at a Guru Ramdas Hall. Meeting is at 8:30 or 11:30. Our people, you know very well, they'll sit under the tree and they drink tea. But the principal goes and stands there at 11:30. And usually, staff member will raise when the principal enters. Now, the principal is raising when the staff members are entering. This is now that which we have to do that. See, usually, I'll be in time. When I fix the time at 11:30 to 11:45, the meeting gets over at 11:45. This is how now we have now brought it to Guru Nanak College. What else? Wherever I fix, I go there before 10 minutes. As a student, you have no time constraint. My dear children, you don't have time constraint. Don't say that, sir, I don't have time. You are wasting your time. See time conscious. You keep the clock, Raghunathan clock, MGR's clock in your mind. you can work, you can achieve. And I would like to finish my lecture because already exactly 11. I would like to finish my lecture by telling that a speaker was invited to a hall and he was giving a lecture, interesting lecture, whatever it is. He was giving lecture and every people was watching, and then people started scratching their seats and people started wriggling like, and finally he said, what is the time now? This is now 11 o'clock. Is it so? And the speaker was asking the audience, and they say, this is 11 o'clock only, sir. You are well in time. But it is not today, it is tomorrow, the next day. Yesterday you started your lecture and unwanted pulling time. So I have managed the time which you are given 30 minutes. 30 minutes is there. Sometimes time also being misused. Let us not all misuse the time. Time is the golden opportunity. And so whatever the beginning I gave, it is yet to churakai kari kudavade. And what are all in the paper, it will not be, unless or otherwise you people follow it, you cannot win. You have to manage the time on your own. Make the priorities, like which one should come first, which one should come later, like that. Priority based, you work hard. As a student, if you follow your timings, you will live a healthy life and you will have a very good education and you will settle in life. With these few words, I thank the Department of BSc Computer Science. Many a times I have Rajani Surendran, BCA and BSc Computer Science. Yes, anyway, but this is the proud moment where you have given me a chance to talk about me, how I live my life. My life is very simple. If you follow that, I'm not a big Mahatma or something else. I would like to share what I follow. At least if two people, they do like that, definitely. You might be knowing that the biodata, how this all something else which I find time. In spite of that also, I'm very happy to spend 1 hour time with you people. I'm very happy and proud to be a part in your 5-day soft skill programs. And I thank the department abundantly and wish the department abundantly for giving me a chance and also to arrange like these motivating lectures for all the students. Hope this lecture would have at least touched anyone's mind in at least 1%. I'm very happy and thank you for the opportunity given. Thanks, Mrs. Ramya. Your smiling face again makes me time conscious. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledge sharing and time management, and also you have given lot of inputs from your real life. Thank you so much, sir. It's a great inspiration for us, sir. I would like to call our beloved HOD Madam, Dr. Rajani Surendranath, to deliver vote of thanks. Madam, please.
Good morning to one and all gathered here. I deem it an honor to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable day. Leadership is not about glorious crowning acts. It's about keeping your team focused on a goal and motivated to do their best to achieve it, especially when the stakes are high and the consequences really matter. It's about laying the groundwork for others' success and then standing back and letting them shine. This quote is apt for our respected principal, sir, who is a living example for time management, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, sir, who always motivates us and drives us until the purpose is achieved. I take this opportunity to thank our principal, sir, for accepting our invitation to be our resource person and also for his vibrant speech on the topic time management. Thank you so much, sir. I thank our benevolent management, our guiding person, General Secretary and Correspondent, Mr. Manjit Singh Nayyar, sir, our beloved Vice Principal Shift 2, Dr. N.C. Rajeshri Madam, and Vice Principal Shift 1, Dr. Kalanidhi Madam, Dr. Kumaraguru, sir, COE, and Dean IT for their continuous support and guidance. And I also thank all the other department staff who has supported us in this event. I would like to offer my gratitude to all the heads of the departments, faculty members, my dear student friends for making this event a grand success. Last but not least, I thank the Almighty for having given us the strength and energy to make this event possible. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all for all your participation and cooperation. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all the participants. Thank you all.
Kindly post your attendance and feedback link. It was posted in the chat box. Kindly submit your feedback and attendance.
Vijay, you have posted, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in the YouTube link also?
Yes, both, in both, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I would like to have the report, ma. Once you all submit the attendance, we can wind up.